Hey guys, it's Jiffy with Jiffy's Gaming, back for another ESO playthrough guide. This time episode number 2. And we're going to pick up where we left off, where we're going to talk to the benefactor. Prowler, go down. And talk to this guy. What the?
Whoa there! Are you all right? The name's Lyris. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
Did I miss something? Find a way to escape Cold Harbor. Not let me through the door, though. Oh, there we go.
Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises. Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Pretty easy.
Let's get out of here, my friend.
At my current level.
The Prophet.
Greetings, Resident. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here.
Talk to
We need to
Lyris.
talk. The Prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. He must think you can help me.
Help you do what?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
But where do we go from here?
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
What are these sentinels?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
How can we destroy it?
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
I have so many questions.
I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
Who is this prophet?
He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the wisest man I've ever met. He sees things. Past, future.
What is this place? Where am I?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Then how are we having this conversation?
I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of Oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
If I'm dead, who killed me?
A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven.
What does that mean?
It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
Are you dead too?
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you.
How can we rescue the Prophet?
It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. And we'll never get there if we don't get moving.
Goodbye.
We should keep moving.
Well, that's not good.
Well played, friend. Marquez Beard, you are good in a fight.
A god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry!
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him.
All right.
What was your name again? Target practice?
Destroy a Cold Harbor Sentinel.
Come get some more, you skeeving hawkers!
Follow the path.
Try to be inconspicuous. Just got free of this place. Last thing we need is to get recaptured.
She wants us to hide.
I'll keep watch. Quickly! While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
Find the Prophet's cell.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's whacking tone. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way.
Alright, now what? Talk to Lyris.
Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Who's Cadwell?
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
How can a madman possibly help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead kings got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their bows, and stabbed themselves.
Fancy song.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
You must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
We're trying to get inside the prophet's cell. The door is sealed.
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
How do we get through all of that?
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull-bashing as well.
Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Thank you, Cadwell.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
Cadwell seems to think this
Follow the
Undercroft
river.
is a delightful place. That probably means it's a death trap. Better be careful. The sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here. Who taught that one to fight? God of self-punishment?
Urns, see if there's anything in them.
That might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
Skeleton trying to bang his way out.
This is the part where you bleed to death.
Chest. Just gotta be patient, careful, get through. Nothing really worth anything, but you never know until you check them out. Alright, through we go.
Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time. All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you.
Talk to Lyris.
There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
There's no other way?
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved.
I'm ready when you are.
Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Freedom! I remember this feeling. It will be fleeting, though, if Molag Bal has his way. Thank the Divines you are safe. There is that, at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we find a way to take her with us?
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Vestige?
That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Why does Lyris call you the Prophet?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor.
Anchor?
The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
All right, stay close then.
Up the stairs, quickly. We must get to the anchor mooring.
He said quickly.
There it is! The dark anchor mooring.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
That doesn't look good at all.
Come, I will protect you. A moment, Vestige.
Talk to the Prophet.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Sky Shard.
A Sky Shard?
A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb. Shard blood of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly! Collect the Sky Shard.
Use the Sky Shard.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
Oh, and up we go. Come back to Carthy's Roost.
The vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak. As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was I unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land.
What should I do now?
I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal.
When will I see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish.
Looks like complete quest is my option.
Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard.
Where should I go?
You must find your own path. But perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
Sounds good. Let's see what's in here to take with me. The Way Shrine, so we can jump back to Volkill Guard and Auradon. Oops, rough maple. Zoom out, there we go, zoom out, and go to Volkill Guard.
There you are. Do not panic. Only you can see me. Come, We have to talk.
Talk to the Prophet.
There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once.
Hello, Prophet.
Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet me there.
Where is this safe harbor?
I awoke upon a sandy shore, a stretch of beach, outside a bustling city of elves, Vokelgard. The harborage is in a seaside cave, outside the city. It is there that you will find me.
I'll come at once. This is the harborage. Do I have enough money for a horse yet?
Welcome, friend. Don't believe my sister over at Skywatch. I breed the best mares on the island. Just you see.
View stable. Oh, my lord. No, I do not have enough for a new horse. That might take us a while to get some money together like that. The harborage.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
All right, let's talk to the Prophet.
Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
Strange. When you first appeared to me in Cold Harbor, you spoke of my destiny.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
So a history lesson.
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Very well.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
All right.
Follow
Follow
me,
the
Vestige,
Prophet.
and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part of the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
Talk to the prophet.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does that have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Who are the Five Companions?
The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Who was this leader?
Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition.
Go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
That doesn't sound good.
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamarco, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
Okay, so kind of twist of fate here.
These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Menimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Varen want to be Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Tell me about the other companions.
Each of the Five Companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about?
Tell me about Lyris.
You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard.
Tell me about Sai Sahan.
Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
Tell me about Abner Tharn.
The Tharns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before.
I've heard enough about these three. What about Menimarco?
Menimarco, the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
What happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Baron Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
That didn't go well.
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
What happened next?
Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
What happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal.
What about Abner Tharn and Manimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult.
How did you end up in Cold Harbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
They saw you as a threat.
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Very well.
Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw near into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction were appearing all throughout Tamriel. the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain mill. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
Talk to the prophet.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, I'm ready to go back.
As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
You've given me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So, what's our next move?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris Titanborn.
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
What should I do in the meantime?
Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
I'll do what I can.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage.
Not bad. Oh, a horse. Heck yeah, horse. Obviously magic. I have 7 points now. One of these here. Like that. That's good. Your destruction staff abilities ignore 1487 of the enemy's spell resistance. That's also good. Got some light armor. Reduces the effectiveness of snares applied to you by 1% for each piece of light armor worn. Reduces the cost of sprint by 1% for each piece of light armor worn. Pretty good. Increases your magicka recovery by 2% for each piece of light armor worn. And reduces the cost of your abilities by 1%. And then the High Elf. When you activate an ability, you restore 200 magicka or stamina based on whichever is lowest. This effect can occur once every 6 seconds. When you're using an ability with channel or cast time, you take 1% less damage. Increases your max magicka. Always want that. And it has a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Cyrodiil waits. Oh, I'm level 10. I can go to the Cyrodiil PvP. But I think I'll pass on that for the moment. Also says I have a new collectible. Press and hold map button for that, and then L2 or R2 to quickly dismount.
The time is now. Seek me by the sea outside Vokalgar. Hurry.
I will. But first, I'll take over the horse and level her up. This is something you'll want to do daily. As the speed of the horse is dependent upon how much leveling up you've done of it. And the way to level it up is at the stalls. So you can go to any one of these stalls, like in here, come up.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own
And you can
homeland.
see on the right over here,
What are you going to do?
the horse
This
emblem.
one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe.
L2 to get off. Talk to Lanesta.
Welcome, friend. Don't believe my sister over at Skywatch. I breed the best mares on the island. Just you see.
Go to view stable. When your character has a mount set active, they can take riding lessons provided by the stable master for a small amount of gold. Select the desired skill and hit X to increase it. One riding lesson will be offered by the stable master after each daily reset. So don't forget to visit the stables daily, which was basically what I was just saying. So in this case here, the speed is terrible, so we will go speed to start off. And in 60 days, we can have full speed, because that's 1 out of 60. And it's 1% per day, which is not a lot, but it adds up over time. Hold off on talking to Astania just yet. Harborage did have another mission for us. That is our main objective. It is the main quest line. And now we talk to the prophet again.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure.
Why do you speak in riddles, prophet?
Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor.
Is she safe?
She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly.
Open the gate. I'll rescue Lyris.
Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you.
What happened to Lyris after we escaped Cold Harbor?
After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy.
How do you know this?
The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor.
What do you mean?
We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When when you enter the foundry to recover Lyrus, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time.
Isn't that dangerous?
It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molag Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
Very well. The Foundry of Woe. There's Lyrus.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick?
It's me. The prophet sent me to find you.
And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here.
I'm not leaving without you.
You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave.
What do you mean?
It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry.
Then we'll retrieve them.
I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them.
We'll face them together. Come with me.
I'll do my best. Lead on.
Alright, let's just go through here real quick. See if there's any other goodies. Does not appear to be any. Over there at least. Oh, chunk.
Lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore.
You have to work, slave!
Food on. Increases the max health. Not bad. I'll take that. A little bit of bread. A little bit extra constitution.
This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. Never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you?
I'm here to help, Lyris. Who are you?
In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end.
They're using you to keep Lyris shackled to Cold Harbor.
I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here?
She blames herself for your death.
Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past. Nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Imperial footlocker. Interesting.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Not very nice.
No one wants it.
Did you find something?
I believe this armor belongs to you.
I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws.
Suit up. I'll wait.
Excellent. I'm ready.
Paths of toil.
What's your step? All the mining has made these tunnels unstable.
Oof. Nothing around the corner. Your roost.
Abner Thorn. You traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure as bones it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Ah, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm.
Why would Tharn try to help you?
I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me.
How do you feel now?
Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again.
What's next?
We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
Let's check it out.
Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. I almost feel like my...
Well, up the hill we go. Advance into the foundry is our mission. Prison of Echoes.
Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards!
Delirious?
That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan.
Are you going to be alright?
Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there.
There must be a way to find out where they're keeping him.
We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai.
Let's go. Crucible of Terror.
All my fears are coming back, even stronger than before. But Sai needs me. I have to shake this off. All right, Titanborn, pull yourself together. You can do this.
Lockpicks.
Source of all my fears, I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. I did it. This is whispering.
Lyris-chan, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manamarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
Alright, let me take a look real quick. I think I saw some recipes and some other stuff I can learn. What was in the seal there? Interesting. Well, fair enough. Talk to the Prophet.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her.
She's been through a lot.
And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred.
We saw a projection of Sai Sahan. He spoke to us.
What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held?
He doesn't know. Manamarco is torturing him. He wants the Amulet of Kings.
Then we must locate him before Menimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
We also saw a projection of Abner Tharn. He tried to help us.
Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Menimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser.
Saisahan said that Menimarco wants the Amulet of Kings. But why?
As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Saisahan.
How can I help?
For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Saisahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on.
One last thing. Why did Molag Bal leave Lyris any possibility of escape?
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.
Farewell. Now says I can have an ultimate. I'll probably go Storm Atronach. Summon a removable Storm Atronach at the target location. Its arrival deals 4295 shock damage and stuns enemies for 3 seconds. The Atronach zaps the closest enemy, dealing 2147 damage every 1 second. An ally near the Atronach can activate the Charge and Lightning synergy, granting nearby allies Major Berserk for 10 seconds and increasing their damage done by 10%. I like that. Ring it out. You purchase an ultimate ability. Ultimate abilities require a resource called Ultimate before they can be used. You gain Ultimate by engaging in combat. Once you have enough Ultimate, you can use the Ultimate ability in combat by pressing L1 and R1 at the same time. Continue. Oh, very well.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
That was fast. Well, I guess back. Well, you know what? I'm actually going to clear my inventory first. I got a bunch of little goodies and some stuff, most of which is not going to be any use to me. Some of which can be sold, others of which can be broken down. I do not currently have ESO Plus, which would allow for a lot more inventory, storage, and also keeps all of your forged slash crafting materials in a completely separate bag. Basically to kind of like carry an unreasonable amount of, I guess, without having to worry about them being a burden upon you. So here,
Ariel knows I'm here.
I'm going to deposit things like my blacksmithing stuff, clothier things, furnishing materials, and crafting materials that will allow me to craft by style. Boy. starting to run a little bit low on space. Obviously, trash will sell. And then there's the woodworking pieces that can go in there. It's a think in here, though, that I can buy more space. I will buy 10 more space. And you saw there, it says note that an ESO membership would double that. So it would actually take it from 60 to 70 instead to 60 to 80. Also, to increase my space, I believe there's another guy down here that may be able to help me. As in right there. See this bag here, the handy haversack is a good place in Volkilgard to go. And you see the bag here, and you want to talk to Coronon.
You call that bag adequate? I don't call that adequate. Here, let me sell you something before we both get embarrassed.
It says buy backpack upgrade. Now I don't know if I'll have enough to do. It's now my on-person holding will go up by 10 from 60 to 70. I don't know what Postal Door does.
We just got in
Oh, okay, so you see down here at the bottom it allows me to repair. So I'll repair all my gear by hitting square. I'll go into sell the trash. Sell the ring. And then what I do need to do is I do need to go in and actually upgrade my supplies as we go. So I'm going to use my Prophet's Inferno staff, but that actually seems to be the best way right now because all the other stuff is not really applicable. There's a homespun hat with training on it. That'll be better. I'll equip that. Legs. So far the game's going pretty good. I actually like it quite a bit. Thank you. I'm gonna take a look here. I guess upgrading just for the armor's sake right now is gonna work out the best. Sometimes. That's fair. Keep those on for the neck. We will go. I still like the reduction of cost. Those two add extra health as well. And this will add Magica recovery and increases max Magica, which is what we're after ultimately. And these are reduced to stamina cost, but since I think I need both of these on to actually have the health, I've already lost the health ability or the health bonus. So even though the stamina doesn't matter that much to us, I think we can also probably wear that on the other finger now. Oh, did I mess that up? I did. There we are. Well, that does that. We'll go to the merchant.
We just got in.
And we will sell anything we can. Yes, slowly but surely I am learning. Thank you. sell those. Can get rid of these items. Neither, actually. I'm going for, oh, I'm sorry. Are you DPS, tank, or healer? Sorry, DPS. I'm trying for DPS here. I wanted to go the Sork route. I've seen a bunch of people who seem to make pretty good kind of like DPS slash shield using Sorks. So I've seen those in videos, especially for like dungeons and the trials, like way later on. Not at the moment. No, I do not own ESO Plus at the moment. Tanky Pancake. I realize that'll be quite limiting. No. I do plan on getting it. Right now, I'm just kind of traveling through the primary story. So I do plan on getting the DLCs and probably using ESO Plus as well to help with storage and other items, other areas. Oh, okay. So what do you do instead of the membership then? In the game with gold. Oh. Okay. Gotcha. And then you don't have to have the monthly subscription instead. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots and lots of gold farm. Oh. Gotcha. I didn't know that you could buy the DLCs with in-game gold. Head back over to the Harborage to continue the quest. Highly technically. He says technically you can, but highly technically. Or, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have assumed. Tanky Pancake says that you can technically buy the DLCs with gold. How so? Because I'm not up to speed on that. You buy it from players that have crowns. They give to the item with their crowns. You give them the gold. Ah, okay. So there's a gifting system that you can actually set into.
Good, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
There's something wrong, Prophet.
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige.
What can I do to help?
Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Vokelgard. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menamarco.
How can that help us?
If it is truly an agent of Menamarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
How can I find this agent?
Venture to Vokelgard, speak to the fisher, Media, and the jungler Dirinor. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard the troubles lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
I'll find something and return. Investigate. Oh, kill guard. Okay. Yeah, I would imagine that. I mean, if it's not like a direct gold for the gift item, I'd imagine there's a high level of trust tanky involved in that. But I suppose once you get a trading partner who's worth it, as long as he's got the goods to trade to you or to gift to you, it shouldn't be that difficult, I guess. Although I'd imagine that's a lot of gold, probably per in-game, extra, whatever it is. I mean, I guess what would be under like the store. I assume it's under the crown store. Here, underneath the DLCs. So I would assume the crowns are probably pretty expensive per gold. What's a good rate for that? Just out of curiosity. Supposed to talk to Madeira.
It's a fine day, isn't it? The fish are biting and the water is soothing.
Have you seen any strangers lurking about?
This one thinks you're a bit strange, hmm? Kidding. I am thinking I did see an Imperial man lurking around by the lighthouse, like skittish prey. He thinks I do not see him, but this one has a keen eye.
If you tell me where I can find him, I'll make it worth your while. I'll pay the money.
Very generous. The Imperial is very sneaky, but this one saw him slip inside the lighthouse with another man. Very thin and white, like a dead thing. They did not think Khajiit was watching, but this one has excellent peripheral vision.
I hope you're not expecting a performance. I had to sell off my equipment and instruments just to make ends meet. Times are tough, my friend.
Hey there. Had any peculiar-looking customers lately?
Funny you should ask. There was an odd-looking Imperial fellow in town a few days ago. He was asking about local burial grounds. Said he was trying to track down his great-aunt's remains. Yeah, right. And I'm Queen Irene's Chamberlain.
Well, there was an intimidate option, but I don't have that available to me, so I guess any idea where I can find this Imperial?
Last I saw him, he was heading towards the lighthouse.
Alright. So appears a lighthouse. I think you can mark the set destination. There we go. Go through there. Follow the road to the right here. Oh, there. Look at this. There's a cabinet to steal from. I'm not stealing. Abandoned cellar solo. Search the underground chamber. Ow. My food ran out. Go for the health, magic, and stamina recovery.
Blood.
Got the old ultimate on him there. The Orb of Discourse.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me?
Talk to Abner Tharn.
This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who, me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
Who are you?
How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Color me intrigued. You speak to Abner Tharn, Overlord of Nibene and Chancellor of the Elder Council.
The Imperial Chancellor? What are you doing here?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more?
I'm looking for Sai Sahan.
Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
Then you know where he is.
Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look pleased. Farewell.
What?
You! Get away from that!
Very well, we'll return to the harbor rush. But not before checking out the goodies. See if there's anything here. Not. Well, that's still there. I found that again. Fair enough. Speaking of. See? That. Oh. Talk to the prophet.
You've returned. What have you found?
The cultists use orbs, like this one, to communicate. I spoke to Abner Tharn.
Abner Tharn shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Good luck.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Miris?
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn.
Why do you dislike Tharn so much?
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions?
He showed me a vision about them, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell.
Well, tell me about Abner Tharn.
Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady.
Tharn didn't seem too happy working for the Worm Cult.
Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them.
What if he got something out of it?
Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves.
I've heard enough for now.
I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Alright. We did the quest. They've hit level 11. Chasing shadows.
The fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harborage. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Well, ladies and gents, this is where I'm going to wrap it up for now. I appreciate everyone who's watched. If you like what I do, hit me up with a follow. And until next time, this is Jiffy with Jiffy's Gaming. Thank you all.